Good evening, everyone. Hi, welcome. Just give everyone a couple more minutes to jump on, but just make sure you're comfy and you've got some props if you haven't got blocks or bolsters. Just grab a couple of books and maybe a blanket and some cushions off the couch, just whatever makes you comfy. More stuff than you think you need. Just create your little nest and then just take a seat and get comfy, and we'll start in just a couple of minutes. Right, good evening. Namaste. I'm Jane. Welcome to this Yin Yoga practice. I'm going to spend the next hour diving into a really grounding, calming practice. So, in amongst times of uncertainty, it can be really comforting to just focus on our breath and feel the support of the floor and our props underneath us. So that was what we're going to focus on tonight. So before we get started, just make sure you've got lots of props around you. I'm just going to perch on a bolster here. If you don't have one, a block would be great. You can also sit cross-legged if you prefer, or in a kneeling position, wherever you're most comfy. And as we get started, we'll just pause here in a still position for a couple of minutes. Give ourselves a chance to catch up with our bodies. We'll have a story of what was happening before we landed here. Just acknowledge all that. And then start to feel that slip away as you exhale. And as your story starts to slip away, begin to feel the parts of your body in connection with the mat, your props. So encourage those areas to spread out as you exhale. As we draw our awareness to our breath, just begin to count in for a count of 4 and exhale for the count of 6. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Just keep going with that. Maybe finding another couple of numbers that work. Just know lengthening that exhale a little more than the inhale just enables us to switch into our parasympathetic nervous system. Really feel the calming benefits. Like there's a sliding of tension away from the body, of thoughts from the mind. And then of anxieties, of worries, emotions. So let your breath wrap all that up as well. Let it slide away as you exhale. Just a couple more rounds of that. Just relax into a more natural state of breath. Just pause and notice. Notice what's shifted already for you. Let us gather this state we've created and take it with us through our physical practice. We're going to make our way down onto your back. Keep your props handy. We'll move through a couple of poses on one side and then move back and do them again on the opposite sides. So as you make your way onto your back, just let those hips settle down. And then choose to either keep the feet flat here or extend the left leg out as you draw the right knee into your chest. Tuck the chin slightly. And let the back of your pelvis be heavy through both sides. As you take a scan of your body, see if you can become a little heavier. So you acknowledge the weight of your bones and encourage the tissues around them to soften. If at any point you find your mind wandering, always returning to that 4 count in and 6 counts out, pranayama breathing. Take another breath here. And start to carry that right knee across your body. Adjust the hips. Move into a simple supine twist. Here's where you could use a bolster, a cushion, or a block underneath that right knee, so as to relax the muscles through the outer hip. Nestle the shoulder blades into the floor as you settle in here. And as you come into that still position, let us try to spread once again as much of the body out as we can. It can be hugely comforting to feel a large part of the body held by something. So even though we know we may be able to find a deeper twist, let us pull back, relax the muscles, and receive the benefits of this more passive stretch. Take another nourishing breath here. Stay and fall into your exhale. And slowly, almost lazily, sneak your way back onto your back. Recenter the hips. Extend the legs. Just notice the two sides of the body for a moment. And slowly reach the arms above your head like a beautiful morning stretch. We move into Banana Asana. Keep the pelvis where it is. Just walk the feet to the left bottom edge of your mat. Maybe even crossing the right ankle over, if that feels okay. Keep the pelvis heavy. And lift the arms, the head and the shoulders over to that left side as well. You could loosely hold on to the right wrist here, creating that banana shape to stretch the right side of the body. As you land here, focus on getting heavy through the back side of the body, through the right shoulder, the right hip. And just let your breath expand into the right side. When we are anxious or stressed, we're just feeling the effects of uncertainty. We sometimes lose the ability to breathe fully. And when this happens, our immune system can become compromised. Use this as an opportunity without force to really encourage a sense of expansion through the right side of the ribs. Creating more space for those lungs to breathe. Are you able now to relax the shoulders? Maybe just ease off the legs a little. And then if your body calls you to explore that side stretch, that shape a little more. Last 5 or so breaths. Let this be the most natural of unraveling. And start to unbind the hands, the feet, and slip back into the center of your mat, into Shavasana. Pause and notice the two sides of your body, textures, sensations. Bend the knees in, feet flat on the floor. And we'll move into Supta Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Bring the soles of the feet together. Take the knees out, remaining on your back. If you feel a sense of pinching through the hips, you might like to slide your bolster or a couple of blocks under the upper legs. Again, really embracing this time to bolster yourself up a little more than normal. Allow the muscles to relax. Let the arms either rest to your sides, maybe one hand to heart, one hand to belly. One of the greatest side effects of relaxing or supporting yourself a little more than what you would normally is the effect on the nervous system. You give yourself, provide yourself that support. Just feel your body take an internal sigh. We're peeling the layers back. Start to bring your hands to your outer legs. Gently encourage the knees back together. Just wrap yourself up in an embrace, hugging the knees in. Be still or gently move side to side, whatever feels most nourishing. Take another breath and balance any movements out. And then start to extend the right leg out. Hug the left knee into the chest. If that doesn't feel good in your lower back or your hips, maybe bring the right foot flat. So allow the back of the pelvis to be heavy. Breathe into that gentle compression you're creating with the belly and the thigh. Let your shoulders fall back to the floor. Take another breath here. And start to let that left knee come across your body. Adjust the hips. And bring it over into your supine twist. Again, supporting that left knee with your bolster or cushion or block. Nestle the shoulder blades in. Let the arms fall wherever it feels good. Try to relax through that outer hip as much as you can. Let your breath expand into those areas of restriction you're creating with the twist. Just using that visual that you're just rinsing your day out of your body. Out of your mind. Leaving this clear and restful space. Take another lingering breath. Slip your way back onto your back. Pause in Shavasana for a moment. And reaching the arms above your head. Take a beautiful stretch. Keep the hips where they are, and this time walk the legs over to the right bottom corner of your mat. Maybe cross the left leg, or just let it relax by the right. And then lifting the head, the arms, the shoulders over to that right side. Loosely hold on to that left wrist if that works. And let the head fall wherever it feels good. And instead of extending yourself into the stretch by pulling or tugging, now we've created the shape. Are you stable to let the bones in your body drop? It's like you're surrendering to the shape instead of trying to control it. Just noticing those subtle differences on the two sides, making those adjustments by either pulling back a little or exploring it a little more. And slowly release your grip. Just naturally unravel back to Shavasana for a moment. Pause, feel the two sides of the body once again. And start to draw the knees into your chest. Let's bring some balance with either happy baby, bringing the feet to the sky, reaching for the feet to pull the knees down to the floor. If that feels too much, just gently hold on to the shins and again encourage the knees wide. Choose to maybe gently rock from side to side a few times, massaging out that sacrum and lower back. And whenever it feels right, just pause in the middle. Let the shoulders drape back towards the floor. And then in amongst any effort you experience here, just know that you are held, you are seen. And any effort that you are experiencing will soon be dissolved. Take a beautiful breath. Slowly release the feet back together, the knees back together. Gently circle the knees around. Smallest of circles. Really feeling into any sensations. Let's circle the opposite way. And just slowly curl up onto your side for a few breaths. So use this as your recovery. Just pause there. Support yourself up to a comfortable seat. Move into caterpillar pose, extending the legs out in front of you. Walking high on your sit bones, potentially perching up on a blanket or a cushion just to elevate those hips a little. Can also be nice to slide something underneath the knees, just to soften the legs a little. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, feel the weight of your sit bones. Lean from side to side a little, accentuating the length through the sides of the ribs and the waist. And take one more breath through the middle, lifting ribs three-dimensionally away from the pelvis. And just start to lean into it, using the hands as a kickstand. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. And breathe out and soften, whatever that means for you. Remember, we have the luxury of time, so just take this one breath at a time. Let your body respond to the rise and fall of your breath, like a wave. If you're able to support your head with something, blocks, your hands, maybe just let the head hang. Feel your breath expanding into that space between the shoulder blades. Now feel your breath expanding into the kidney area at the base and the back of the ribs. Explore, surrender, last few breaths. Enjoy the safety of this turning inwards. And acknowledging the length of time you've been in. Start to slide your hands up your legs, unravel the spine. And pause when you reach the top. Bring the hands behind you, elevate the heart. Free to bend the knees and roll them from side to side if you like. Just countering out where you've been. And coming back to your seated position, move into half shoelace pose. So with the right leg over top of the left leg is going to stay extended. I'm just going to bring the right knee over to stack on top of the left, scooting the foot towards that opposing hip. Keep the bottom leg heavy. If there's any real tightness there under the knee, feel free to slide something underneath that there. And as always, sitting up on something could be nice. Use your fingertips as a kickstand once again to lengthen the spine. For these first few breaths, just encourage that right outer hip to drape down. And if it calls you to inching your way forward, so much beauty in the way we move in our yin practice. Cultivating that sense of ease with each and every breath. Responding to the invitations to explore. Pausing and sitting with intensity as well. I'd like to, for the last minute or so here, scooting the straight leg in for the full variation. Go for it. Otherwise, stay where you were for sure. Slowly begin to walk your way back in. Bring your hands behind you, lean your way back and unravel the legs. Notice the two sides. Pause. Start to set up for the other side, bringing the left leg over the top of the right. If there's any elevation in this top leg, Feel free to slide something underneath the leg, underneath the side of the foot or the ankle if that helps. And as we ground down through our sit bones and use a little bit of energy to lift the body up, start to let the sides of the shoulders, the ribs, the waist, and the hips drape down. Sure, stay in an upright position or just inching your way forward. The outer hips can get pretty tight. Simply from everyday life, standing, sitting. While we counter our practice often in external rotation, this unique pose is a really effective way of unraveling those outer hips. Find that rise and fall in your breath, that flow, and let your body respond to it. Stay here or take the full variation of the pose, peeling the bottom leg in. This is something you can let go of now. The physical tension in the jaw, the hips, or somewhere in between. Maybe emotionally you're stuck. And the potential discomfort of the pose. We can feel a little trapped. We want to run and hide. Are you able to stay? To sit with it? To ride those sensations with your breath. Just like waves. In and out. Take another sweet breath. Slowly make your way back up. Unravel the legs. Feel that sense of freedom. And then begin to move the legs out wide into straddle pose. Countering that work through the outer hips. With some love into the inner seams now. If you've got a bolster or some blocks and cushions handy, bring them in front of you. Sit on something to elevate the hips if that helps. And just gently encourage the front of the pelvis to tilt forward. See if you can nestle something right back into your belly. Lift up and over it. And then just start to inch your way forward. Using your hands as kickstands. Again, take your time to explore the pose. Pause when you're met with some sensation. Some resistance. And then breath by breath, we move our way in. And let the legs be heavy. Let your heart be soft. Last minute or so here. Find a little something else to let go of. Really committing to be here in this moment. To do the work and creating space. Creating space from fears and thoughts, things you have no control over. Let's calm and ground ourselves in the knowledge that all we need, we already have. Have faith in your own inner wisdom. And just as slowly as you moved in, begin to walk your hands back underneath. Make any gentle movements you need before making your way down onto your back to prepare for Shavasana. Maybe a prop underneath the knees. Maybe an extra layer of clothing. Something over the eyes to block out the light. As you move into your comfortable resting pose, take a scan of your body. Feel your feet, your lower legs, your upper legs. Relax your feet and legs. Feel your pelvis. Relax your pelvis. Feel your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Relax your back. Feel your belly, your ribs, your heart. Relax them. Feel your hands, your lower arms, your upper arms. Relax your arms. Feel your shoulders. Relax them. Feel your throat, your neck. Relax your throat and neck. Feel your scalp. Relax your scalp. Feel your face. Relax your face. Feel your entire body. Relax your entire body. Relax your entire body. If you're able to stay longer in Shavasana, please do so. If not, slowly start to reawaken, gathering, cultivating the state you've created. Gently move on to one side and support yourself to a comfortable seat. And then bring your hands over your heart. And bring the palms to touch at the heart center. Gently bow to your hands and we say Namaste. May you feel calm, and relaxed and grounded, ready for whatever's in front of you. Take it on with ease and grace. Take care. Please let me know if you've got any questions, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.